Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the most fearsome weapons ever built, the A-10 Thunderbolt II, better known as the Warthog. Far more than a legendary aircraft, it remains prepared to confront today's most advanced ground threats. Its rugged, battle-worn appearance is matched only by the respect infantry soldiers have for it. The moment those engines start to roar and its unmistakable silhouette sweeps across the sky, a sound many describe as the chainsaw of death, troops on the battlefield know their chances of making it home have just improved. Even with the arrival of the stealth-focused F-35, the A-10 continues to prove its value as a dominant battlefield asset. Equipped with a 2025 upgrade package, widely recognized among experts as the Super A-10 initiative, this legendary tank hunter now delivers even greater firepower and durability than its original designers ever envisioned. While fifth-generation fighters emphasize stealth and long-range engagements, the A-10 remains faithful to its proven combat philosophy. Flying low, flying slow, and unleashing overwhelming firepower at distances close enough for the pilot to witness the fear in the enemy's eyes. Built from the hard-earned lessons of the Korean War and carrying forward the legacy of the Douglas A-1 Skyraider, the Warthog was created to dominate the battlefield. So, what upgrades allow the A-10 to maintain its unmatched reputation? Let's explore how the 2025 A-10C variant is reshaping the modern military battlefield. They strongly rejected the trend of building expensive, complicated, yet unreliable aircraft. They wanted a simple plane, affordable, easy to maintain, tough as a tank, and armed with the biggest gun possible. In September 1966, General John P. McConnell ordered the launch of the AX program. The race to build the ultimate ground attack aircraft had begun. 6 contractors entered. In the end, it came down to a battle between the Northrop YA-9A and the Fairchild Republic YA-10A. After a demanding series of fly-offs, the YA-10A emerged as the clear winner. The YA-9 featured a design very similar to the later Soviet Su-25 Frogfoot, with engines mounted at the wing roots. However, Fairchild Republic's YA-10A introduced a more unusual but far superior design. Engines mounted high on the fuselage prevented debris from entering on rough runways and reduced their infrared signature. The twin vertical tails protected the engine exhaust and improved stability if one tail surface was destroyed. This uncompromising practicality is what earned the A-10 its victory on January 18, 1973. The USAF established nearly impossible technical requirements: a 30mm rotary cannon, a 16,000-pound weapons payload, takeoff capability from short 4,000-foot strips, and operation in all weather conditions. This became the first American aircraft designed specifically for close air support. At its heart is the GAU-8/A Avenger cannon, a masterpiece of mechanical destruction. Let's pause for a moment to appreciate this beast. In reality, engineers didn't mount a gun onto the A-10. They built the airplane around the gun. The GAU-8/A system and its enormous ammunition drum weigh 4,029 pounds, making up roughly 16% of the aircraft's empty weight. It matches the size and weight of a Volkswagen Beetle. The GAU-8 can pierce tank armor from a distance of 4,000 feet. With a terrifying rate of fire of 3,900 rounds per minute, it unleashes 65 rounds every second with 80% accuracy. The average recoil force of this cannon reaches 10,000 pounds force, which actually exceeds the thrust of one of its 2 TF-34 jet engines. There is a rumor that if fired continuously, the plane would stop in mid-air. While that is an exaggeration, the recoil does physically slow the aircraft by a few knots during a prolonged burst. To keep the aircraft from yawing off course while firing, the cannon is mounted slightly left of the center line. This allows the firing barrel to line up perfectly with the aircraft's center of gravity. As a result, the nose landing gear had to be moved slightly to the right, creating a unique asymmetry that's easy to notice when viewed head-on. The A-10's magazine combines armor-piercing incendiary and high-explosive rounds. The Avenger remains the most powerful aircraft cannon ever created, making the A-10 the ultimate nightmare for any armored force. Beyond the cannon, the A-10 carries AGM-65 Maverick missiles and the AGR-20 precision guidance system. This combination delivers unmatched multi-target firepower. During Operation Desert Storm, A-10 pilots used the Maverick so effectively that 90% of these missiles were launched from Warthogs, destroying thousands of Iraqi tanks. Protected by its titanium bathtub armor, the A-10 shields its pilot from 23mm anti-aircraft rounds. Its remarkable survivability and devastating firepower make it an invaluable asset in large-scale operations. As global threats continue to evolve, the Air Force has chosen to keep the A-10 in service. It remains a nightmare for supply convoys, hunting insurgents, and delivering direct support to special forces. Since entering combat in 1976, the Warthog has gone through multiple transformations. This airframe is expected to keep flying over the battlefield well beyond 2040. No other aircraft can truly replace its mission. The secret lies in its aerodynamic design. Despite being large and heavy, the A-10 is exceptionally agile at low altitudes. It was built to operate from rough, debris-covered forward airstrips. Its long, straight wings with an enormous surface area generate tremendous lift, allowing the A-10 to loiter at extremely low speeds, around 160 knots, without stalling. This ability gives the pilot more time to scan the battlefield with the naked eye, separating bushes from enemy camouflage. Its ailerons can split apart to function as air brakes, keeping the aircraft stable during steep dive-bombing attacks. The two General Electric TF-34 jet engines are mounted high on the tail, separated from the fuselage and wings. This positioning hides their infrared signature from heat-seeking missiles and prevents foreign object damage from runway debris. The TF-34 is a high-bypass turbofan similar to engines used on commercial airliners. This design produces cooler exhaust, greatly reducing the chance of lock-on by heat-seeking missiles while remaining extremely fuel-efficient, allowing the A-10 to patrol for 2 to 4 hours without aerial refueling. Although Congress once considered replacing the A-10 with the F-35 Lightning II at a cost of $4.2 billion, battlefield experience proved otherwise. The F-35 flies too fast and costs too much to operate. More importantly, in counterinsurgency conflicts, firing a $500,000 missile from a stealth jet to destroy a pickup truck is an enormous waste. The A-10 accomplishes the same job using a few $100s worth of inexpensive shells. To strengthen its capabilities, the A-10 received the comprehensive Suite 10 upgrade package and the A-10C program. Digital cockpit systems and laser-guided capabilities were added to what was once a completely analog aircraft with steam gauges and paper maps taped to the pilot's thigh. The A-10C evolved with two 5x5-inch multifunction color displays showing moving digital maps and live feeds from sniper or lightning targeting pods. The HOTAS stick, borrowed from the F-15E Strike Eagle, lets pilots control every weapon without removing their hands from the controls. One of the most important improvements was the V-12 communication system. This technology improves coordination between pilots and paratroopers, especially during combat search and rescue missions. In CSAR operations, the A-10 often takes on the Sandy role, serving as the on-scene commander, flying low to suppress enemy fire while creating a secure perimeter for rescue helicopters to move in for extraction. The Warthog is more than just a machine. It is a thunderous symbol of U.S. tactical air power in the 21st century. Speed is no longer the only key to survival. Modern tactics focus on striking from beyond the enemy's reach. With upgraded weapon systems, the A-10 no longer has to dive into low-altitude air defense networks. It destroys targets from a safe standoff distance, demonstrating incredible versatility in the sky. When darkness arrives, the Hog still dominates the battlefield. Modern night vision goggles allow pilots to hunt from medium altitudes and even engage enemy warships using AGR-20 guided rockets. The U.S. Navy recently worked alongside A-10s in counterfast attack craft exercises. With the ability to carry a massive payload of guided rockets, a flight of A-10s can eliminate an entire swarm of suicide boats threatening a carrier. Major Kading, a veteran commander, once stated, "Survival isn't just about thick armor, it's about smart tactics, and the A-10 has both." In 2019, the Suite 9 software upgrade package completely changed the tactical landscape. For the first time, the aircraft's onboard computers established a direct digital connection with forward air controllers on the ground. This is the SADL and Link 16 architecture. Instead of shouting target descriptions over the radio, ground troops simply mark coordinates on a tablet, and that location instantly appears on the A-10 pilot's HUD as a red triangle. Friendly force positions are displayed in real time on the pilot's screen. This virtually eliminates the risk of blue-on-blue incidents and the confusion of close-quarters combat. The true strength lies in its multitasking capability. With a single button press, the pilot can ripple-fire 6 guided bombs onto 6 separate targets at once. The ballistics computing system enables the deployment of GBU-38 or GBU-31 JDAM smart bombs with pinpoint precision in a single pass over the target area. The IFFCC constantly calculates windage, altitude, airspeed, and dive angle to display an impact point accurate to the meter, turning even dumb iron bombs into precision weapons. The Hobit helmet technology, also known as the Scorpion HMCS, serves as the pilot's God's eye. It tracks the pilot's head movements, synchronizing their line of sight with the Scorpion targeting system. You look, you fire. This system projects tactical symbols onto a monocle positioned over the pilot's right eye. If a missile warning system detects an incoming threat, a red arrow instantly appears pointing toward the missile's path, allowing the pilot to react within seconds without ever looking down at the instrument panel. But what terrifies the enemy most is the incredible depth of its magazine. The A-10C carries 16,000 pounds of ordnance across 11 hardpoints beneath the wings and fuselage. This payload matches a World War II B-17 heavy bomber, yet it's packed into a highly agile tactical airframe. The loadout is a symphony of destruction. Mark 82 500-pound bombs, Mark 84 2,000-pound bunker busters, GBU-39 small-diameter bombs, and incendiary cluster munitions. In particular, the GBU-39 small-diameter bomb is a game-changer. Each A-10 hardpoint can carry a quad pack of 4 SDBs. With a glide range exceeding 60 miles, the A-10 can destroy 16 different targets from complete standoff safety without ever entering the danger zone. We also can't overlook the AGM-65 Maverick air-to-ground missiles, 2.75-inch rockets, and AIM-9 sidewinders for self-defense. Although it wasn't built as a dogfighter, the A-10 famously shot down 2 Iraqi helicopters using its rotary cannon during the Gulf War. Equipped with modern AIM-9X missiles, it is fully capable of defending itself against UAVs and armed helicopters. To counter incoming missiles, the A-10 fills the sky with flares and chaff, backed by advanced electronic jamming systems. Thanks to enhanced situational awareness, pilots no longer have to strain their eyes searching for friendly forces through smoke and dust. Digital data creates a crystal-clear tactical picture. The clear distinction between friend and foe transforms the A-10 into a colder, more precise battlefield assassin than ever before. Building on this success, the Suite 10 upgrade fully integrated the APKWS laser-guided rocket. This weapon transforms inexpensive unguided rocket pods into laser-guided precision weapons from long range. The data link system allows A-10 formations to share threat information instantly. If one aircraft identifies a target, the entire squadron can engage, and it doesn't end there. The 40th Flight Test Squadron in Florida is completing the Suite 11 package. The objective, integration of the GBU-39 SDB, upgraded cockpit displays, and hardened anti-jam GPS systems. Another major capability being added is the ability to carry the AGM-65 MALD decoy missile. The A-10 will serve as a decoy platform, launching dozens of these fake missiles to flood enemy radar screens with hundreds of phantom targets, overwhelming air defenses, and clearing a path for F-35s and F-22s. Finally, the massive wing replacement program, carried out from 2007 to 2019, has been completed. The new wings ensure the A-10 airframe can handle the demands of high-intensity combat operations. With a renewed mechanical heart and a modern digital brain, the Thunder God A-10 will continue dominating the skies until at least 2030, defying the limits of time. The A-10 Thunderbolt II isn't just an attack aircraft, it is the U.S. Air Force's Terminator. It was built around one brutal philosophy: survive at all costs. The airframe is engineered to withstand direct hits from 23mm high-explosive anti-aircraft rounds. Even if the hydraulic systems are completely destroyed, the pilot can activate manual reversion using direct mechanical cables and pulleys to fly the aircraft safely back to base. Iraq, 2003. Captain Kim Campbell came face-to-face with death when her A-10 was torn apart by anti-aircraft fire, losing both hydraulics and an engine. Yet the beast refused to fall. Through exceptional skill and the aircraft's incredible toughness, Campbell landed safely. This incident stands as undeniable proof. The A-10 is tougher and more resilient than anyone ever predicted. Ultimate pragmatism is reflected in its maintenance. The engines, main landing gear, and vertical stabilizers are interchangeable from left to right. This makes rapid cannibalization and repairs possible, even at the most remote forward operating bases. The aircraft is designed to be rearmed, refueled, and repaired at chest height without requiring specialized ladders. Even when the landing gear is retracted, the main wheels remain partially exposed beneath the fairing. The reason is simple. If a pilot is forced into a belly landing, the wheels touch the ground first, protecting the airframe from severe structural damage. At the core of its survivability is the titanium bathtub, a 1,200-pound armored shell surrounding the cockpit. This 1.5-inch thick armor makes the pilot highly resistant to ground fire. Even if the fuel tanks are punctured, catastrophe can still be avoided. The tanks are centrally positioned, self-sealing, and lined with reticulated polyurethane foam to prevent vapor explosions. The fuel delivery system is also built with dual redundancy. If one fuel line is severed, check valves automatically seal it off, and fuel is redirected through a backup line following a separate route, ensuring the engines never run dry. Even if all four main tanks are destroyed, the reserve system provides enough fuel for the A-10 to fly another 230 miles, safely escaping the enemy's kill zone. Operation Desert Storm in 1991 became the A-10's defining battlefield moment. This single aircraft type destroyed 900 Iraqi tanks, 2,000 military vehicles, and 1,200 artillery pieces. From the Balkans to Afghanistan and the fight against ISIS, the A-10 has consistently remained the most dependable spearhead of close air support. It flies low, strikes hard, and spreads psychological fear across the battlefield. The 422nd Test and Evaluation Squadron is now shaping the Warthog's future. Nighttime nap of the Earth tactics and the integration of APKWS, two laser-guided rockets, are transforming the A-10 into a potential ship killer. Recent exercises demonstrate that the A-10 can coordinate with Apache helicopters to hunt small naval vessels. With its ability to carry a massive payload of low-speed munitions, the A-10 is exceptionally effective against enemy swarm boat tactics. These upgrades enable the A-10 to operate independently in denied environments while maximizing precision strike capabilities across today's dynamic battlefield. The debate over replacing the A-10 with the F-35 Lightning II is practically settled. Battlefield lessons from Ukraine and the Middle East have shown that costly stealth technology cannot replace the A-10's overwhelming firepower and affordable operating costs. The Pentagon has confirmed the A-10 will remain in service well into the 2030s. The combination of the GAU-8 Avenger cannon and precision-guided munitions allows it to maintain a unique battlefield advantage. In an era dominated by high-tech warfare, the A-10 proves that toughness and overwhelming firepower still decide victory. The legend of the Thunder will continue to command the skies. What do you think about the future of the A-10? Will it continue standing strong in the stealth era, or will drones eventually take its place? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Mystery to uncover hidden mysteries, explore untold stories from history, and stay connected to the exciting world of new discoveries.